Hello, everyone. Welcome to this class. We'll start dealing with closed class words, even though we have already dealt with some. Um, it would probably be a good idea for you to picture them like the mortar. You know that houses are made of brick and mortar. The brick is the content, is the lexical words to make out the meaning of what we're saying. The mortar are the closed class words since they join our lexical items, all right? So that's what the metaphor is about. Um, Probably you remember these are the closed class words. We've already dealt with auxiliary verbs. In this class, we'll be dealing with prepositions and pronouns, all right? Now, whenever we talk about prepositions, it's good to picture them like this links which introduce prepositional phrases. Sometimes the preposition is so fused with what they introduce that it's difficult to tell what's the meaning of them, all right? But most of the times they will be easily recognized since they are these short invariable forms. Here you have a list. In your booklets, you might find activity with prepositions, all right? And many examples on pages 135 to 140 of the PDF, all right? So pay attention to the small numbers, not the big ones. Now, there's not much theory about prepositions, all right? Other than this, these short invariable forms that we have here. Sometimes preposition can be compound, but we won't be dealing much with them because we are interested in other types of prepositions. Now, prepositions, together with verbs and together with adjectives, make up a lot of common collocations. Collocations are words that usually go together, all right? Whenever you say a word, this other word comes to mind because that's a collocation, that it's um, a combination of words that it's very commonly found. So, according to this, some verbs determine the preposition that can follow them. He apologized to someone for doing something. Okay? So, the correct way of using the prepositions is you apologize to a person for doing something. You arrive in a city. Okay? You arrive to a place. Then this music reminds someone of something. Okay? This belongs to someone else. So whenever you have these verbs, apologizing, arriving, reminding, belonging, they should instantly um, recall to your minds these prepositions that we can see here. The same happens with some adjectives. You are afraid of something. You are good or bad at something. All right. You are rude to someone, and you're worried about something. So these are common collocations. There are many others. You can check them on the internet. Now, the collocations that we just saw, those are bound. They depend on a verb or an adjective. But there are some other prepositions that are free. They have their own meaning. So we are going to say in June, in the 31st year of his life, on the wall, referring to a surface opposite him, not next to him, not beside him, but it's opposite him. It's sitting outside your house or inside your house. So over here, these prepositions can vary because they have their own meaning. So if you want to express something else, you should use a different preposition, all right? Now, in this text, try to identify all the prepositions. You might pause it. If these were your answers, you were right, all right? Um, we have different prepositions here, through, onto, in, and on. You might be wondering why this "n" is not a preposition, but that's because it's an adverb, okay? As we will see in this next slide, all right? All the prepositions are followed, well, this should be underlined, but all the prepositions are followed by noun phrases or nouns or words acting as nouns. All right? That's one characteristic of prepositions. They are the head of prepositional phrases, and prepositional phrases are made up of prepositions plus the complement, which is a word that is a noun or acting as a noun. This word over here is not followed by a noun phrase, it's followed by a prepositional phrase. But if you take a look at what's before coming in, okay, they can process sounds coming in. It's indicating direction, where something goes. So this is an adverb, okay? So sometimes a word can have more than one function, okay? So in over here is an adverb, in over here is a preposition, okay? Because it's followed by a noun. Now, this might seem a bit difficult, but as soon as you start seeing all the different occurrences, it will get easier. Now, take a look at these prepositions of time. We have three different prepositions of time: at, on, and in. There's no strict rule, but sometimes we can make generalizations. So before times, we are going to use at. Midnight and noon, we're going to use at. Okay. Then for specific days, we're going to use on. For years, we're going to use in. So we can make these generalizations and come up with these examples. All right. Try to complete these examples. We are going to be checking them in a forum that I will be opening. All right. And this was taken from a book that I will share with you on the link below the video. Um, the book it's some 100 MB, but it's worth for you to download it to have it because you will find lots and lots of practice.